Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Yes, not Friday. Another week of Dorkcast not being on the day it's supposed to be on. So far, half of the entirety of all of the episodes of this podcast have been on the wrong day. But today could never be the wrong day. Does anyone know what today is? Does anyone know what is today? Today is Superman Day. Today is game day. Immediately after filming or recording this episode, I will be seeing Superman. Yes, Titanosaurs, you are right. Can't wait to see Superman later today. Man, what a great day. Can't wait to walk into the theater, smell the popcorn, and just, I don't know, get ready to be an emotional wreck. Maybe, we'll see. Nadia is also seeing it? Where are you seeing it? Maybe I'll see you there. Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for being in here, everyone. Ben, thank you for summoning me. JJ Garcia. Is anyone else seeing Superman today? If you're listening to this later on, are you seeing Superman? Have you already seen it? Very, very curious to know. And I have a good feeling I'm gonna really love it. But this episode, and actually this whole channel, isn't really about talking about movies. It's talking about action figures. And so today I'm going to be talking about and covering every single Superman action figure that's coming out. Well, movie Superman figure that's coming out. Everyone that I know of. I don't think I missed any, but we'll be talking about that. But anyway, if you're watching this now on YouTube and you're like, man, I wish I could lock my phone and just listen to this because it's a podcast, really. Well, Dorkcast is on Spotify and Apple Music. So if you use those, it's on there. Been trying to update it as much as possible. So hey, Lucas, it says, hi, I'm new. Lucas, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. So I got a couple of things to talk about quick first before we get into the toy news. And I think these are fun. And the reason why I keep bringing this up is because I really want to hopefully see and maybe meet some of you if you're watching this now, if you're somewhat local. So coming up in a couple weeks is the Great American Toy Show. So ChrisCon Action Figure Convention presents the Great American Toy Show Saturday, July 19th in Taunton, Massachusetts. Is anybody over here on the East Coast in the New England area or the New York area? Because I will be there. Action Screen, yes, I remember you. Thank you for being here again. Thanks for coming back. If anyone's in the area, not only will it be really cool to see you there and for us to meet, but you'll probably just really enjoy the show. And my mom is here. Hi, Mom. Everyone, please say hi to my mom in the live chat. Thank you. But yes, it should be just a really great show in general. Four Horsemen will be there. Like the actual toy company will be there, as well as Valaverse and a ton of. It's going to be just a great toy show, and I'll be there. I'll have a table selling Sirdork tchotchke crap, and as well as a bunch of my old figures. I have a whole bunch of figures I plan on selling. So I hope to see you there. That would be really cool. But also, there's another show that I'll be at in the coming future, the very near future, and it's called Toy Tuber Expo. I don't think there's ever been a Toy Tuber Expo, an entire convention all about people that talk about toys on the internet. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? But it sounds cool, and I'll be there. And apparently, I'll be doing like a little bit of a panel on like toy photography or something. Oh, Mattis, thanks so much for the super chat. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And just you being here is very. I'm grateful for that. So thanks so much for the super chat. That's incredibly nice, Mattis. Profile picture is really funny. But yeah, August 17th. This is in New Jersey. This is in where in New Jersey is it again? Wow, it doesn't say on this picture. But I do have the link for it in the description. So if you're anywhere near New Jersey, take a look at the link for this Toy Tuber Expo. It's the same people that put on Legion's Con and New Jersey Toy Con, so it should be pretty awesome as far as I can tell. So I hope to see you there too if you're in the area. So cool. That's coming up. I don't think you understand how cool it would be to meet you if you show up. I would like that. Would make me so happy. So there's that. So what do you say we get into just regular toy news first? It's a pretty light week. I would say pretty light week as far as toy news goes. But what I've got right here is the Ling Jihun Striker Eureka. It's on pre-order. This is the pre-order on Kaukus right here, kaukustoy.com. And I mean, I'm a big Pacific Rim fan, and the other 3 Ling Jihun Pacific Rim figures have been fantastic. And now Striker Eureka is finally up. And wow, does this not look incredible or what? Holy crap! Toys with Tank with the £5 super chat. Thanks, the Toys with Tank. That's amazing. Really appreciate you, dude. You're already a member of this channel. Like, you're amazing. Thank you so much for that, my friend. Seriously, like, come on, you are awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is Striker Eureka. So we've had let's see, Gypsy Danger, Crimson Typhoon, and Gypsy Avenger, and now Striker Eureka is coming out. And you know I'm going to be doing a video on this when it comes out. And boy, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. So it's on pre-order. I got the Kaukus.com one is up for pre-order. It should probably be on any other sites where you've... I don't think it's on Big Bad Toy Store yet, but it'll be up there. It'll be up there. Ben's seen Pacific Rim. It's a good one. It's in my top 5 favorite movies. Yes, top 5 favorite movies ever. So let's see, what else do I got? Oh, okay. So actually, one of the things I've got here is something that was brought up last episode, because we were talking about civilian action figures, like just some plain old civilians. And so a company called Valaverse, who makes pretty similar G.I. Joe kinds of figures, they have a whole civilian line coming out just called Extras. And so they're $25. They're gonna have hands and like a gun. It's just like a dude in a hoodie. And this other one here is a dude in a tank top and another dude in a tank top. So honestly, not a whole lot of variety. They're all just wearing jeans. It's actually kind of very similar to each other. No female. Maybe they're gonna expand on it. I don't know a whole lot more. But that's kind of cool. So they're doing it. Yes. Whoa. Valaverse got the Splinter Cell license, says Valkitis. That's cool that I didn't even know they were interested in doing anything licensed. So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, it kind of fits for them. You know, that's cool. So these aren't up for pre-order or anything really yet. This was just a recent reveal at JoeCon. Some G.I. Joe con thing. Sorry. I'm so I'm so unfamiliar with GI Joes and that kind of thing. So there's that. There they are, and I might honestly pick some of these guys up too because I every so often am in need of um, just basic whatever you want to call it civilians, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. What else we got? Okay, this one I'm personally quite excited for. So Mcfarlane, hang on. Mcfarlane has officially revealed this Lucy figure from Fallout. So I'm a massive Fallout fan, and I absolutely loved the TV show. I actually really loved this character, loved Lucy, and I'm pumped. This looks great. I mean, I'm getting it first thing. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, honestly, but this is actually one of the first times I'm kind of questioning Mcfarlane on their prices. Usually, I'm like, yeah, they're putting out good stuff. So they just recently have started this Elite Edition line, and I think the Doomslayer is the first one that they're doing, and then the Fallout Power Armor one was also one, and those were both $60. So Lucy, this figure right here, is also an Elite figure, and it's not 60, it's $50. And I don't know, I feel like 50, I don't think it's, I think 50 is too much. So it comes with Lucy, and it does come with dog meat. So that's cool. The dog, you get a dog. It's not articulated or anything. She comes with a couple different faces, and she comes with the 10 millimeter pistol. The faces do look very good. She's got a smiling face, and she comes with extra hands too, and she comes with a backpack that you can take on and off, which is cool. But that's just still seems high to me. Like, if you think about the Superman figure they just put out, that also has Krypto. It has a cloth cape and faces and hands, and that's a 35. So what about this is making it more? So I know that they're upping the detail on these Elite figures, the paint and stuff like that, and that's very, very clear in the Doomslayer one. But this one, it seems a little bit, it doesn't look bad, it just seems like a normal figure. Go figure, go. Thanks for the super chat. It says Feed, Venom, and Carnage. The other one's name is Toxin, by the way. But I will give them a treat later for you. A $199 treat. And I'll say it's from you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is one of the first times I've ever been like very curious about the price on a Mcfarlane. Because usually they're like, so Mattis in the chat, you're saying it seems cheap to me. For me, it doesn't seem cheap. I think it seems like looks good, but I'm not seeing why it's more than that $35 Superman. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see it when I get it. We'll see. I'll definitely be checking it out and doing a video on it, of course. Hopefully it'll be out by the time season 2 comes out. That'll be cool. So very excited. The other thing, the only other thing really to talk about that I thought was cool. So I've got the Praeternia Instagram. They're a great toy news page. There's Lucy right there. So this is a new Spider-Man figure that honestly, I have no idea what this Spider-Man is. I've never seen this before. Hellfire Gala? Does that make sense? Does that sound good to anybody? It's pretty cool. It's very, very cool. It's like a Walmart exclusive, though, which kind of is lame. I think the packaging is really cool. Go figure, go. Where have you been? Yes, Fallout has a TV show, and it's incredible. Like, it's really good. It's really, really good, and it made quite the splash when it came out too. So it's on Amazon. I would recommend watching it. But anyway, this this Spider-Man, it looks good. I don't know anything about it. It's a Walmart exclusive, which usually Walmart exclusives they suck, and I guess. So that's around. If you want to, it's up for pre-order soon at Walmart CollectorCon. If anybody's interested in that, but I thought this reveal today was pretty cool. So this is the Hot Toys revealed a Joel figure from The Last of Us with a obviously fantastic Pedro Pascal face. They've done Pedro before with Mando and probably other things that I can't think of. Yeah, so Catcher in the live chat says, seems like a cool figure, but Walmart exclusive maybe is a problem. The reason why Walmart exclusives for me are a problem is because they don't really treat their action figures that are collector things as if they're like collector things. They just, I don't know. Well, first of all, if you pre-order it, you're going to be seeing their pre-order figures get shipped to you like a month after they start putting them on shelves in stores. So I feel like you're punished for pre-ordering unless you'd rather risk it and buy it in store, which sucks. And they always ship them horribly and they're bent. And if you want to keep it in the package, good luck because they're going to be totally screwed up. But and there's been times where my pre-orders have just been straight up canceled from Walmart, which, so yeah. So Darth Stargazer, talking about the Joel Pedro Pascal Hot Toy, says the face seems a little bit off. So the face itself seems pretty good. I think the wideness of his forehead and hair looks off. That's what seems off to me. Like, in my opinion, looking at this, it looks great. I don't really see anything wrong with, like, this is, if I was a really big fan of this show, I would, like, which I do like the show, I would say this is good. This would be good enough for me to get for sure. But yeah, I do agree. It's not perfect. Something with the forehead or the wideness of the face. The nose? Darth Stargazer? You think the nose? I'm not seeing the nose. Maybe the nose is. I don't know. He's got a 5 head. If he's got a 5 head, then I've got an 11 head. Look at this. That is not a 5 head, my friend. That's a good size forehead. All right. Chase. I'm just messing with you. So there's that. I think it looks good. And it has a flashlight that lights up. That's cool. Pretty cool. But that's all that I've got for toy news. That's everything I've got. So let's get into the actual main topic here. So there's a lot of Superman figures coming out. Lots of them. And I mean, movie, David Corn Sweat figures coming out. Yesterday. Last week I talked about some of the face sculpts that have been revealed. But there's been a little bit more information that have come out since then about which ones and more detailed stuff. A bunch of them are up for pre-order now that weren't before. But I'm just going to talk about every single one. And if you're interested in any of the ones I am talking about, these figures, every single one of them, I have linked in either the video description, if you're watching this on YouTube, or the podcast show notes, which I think you should be able to click on. DP Toy Reviews says, what's your thoughts on David's Superman? Well, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm seeing it later. But so far, I mean, he looks great. And from what I can tell, it seems great. But I haven't seen it yet. So, yeah. All right. So the first one, actually, the very first one to talk about is one that it's not really very new. So the Mcfarlane Supermans are out. I did a whole video on all 3 different ones. I have them up on the screen right now. There's 3 of them. There is a just plain old Superman with a rubber cape and a couple of hands. You can find him at the Stowe. There's also a deluxe theatrical edition that comes with a wired cloth cape, Krypto, 3 faces and 2 hands, which is also, this one's exclusive to Walmart, pretty sure. And they seem very readily available. I've seen them in tons of Walmart stores already. So, go figure go. Thanks for gifting the membership, dude. You gifted it to PSP. All right, PSP, welcome. That's awesome. Thanks for sending that, man. You're amazing. And then the third Mcfarlane one is the battle damaged one, which is this one up here, which is the same exact thing as the regular one, but it's got a little bit more of a weathered look to it, which does look good. And so far of all of the face sculpts, this was the best looking. This looks the most like the actor. Besides some of the other ones that have been revealed since last week. But if you're interested in the Mcfarlane ones, they're out and they're ready to go. You can go buy them online probably very easily, and you can find them in store too. So there you go. There's the 3 Mcfarlane ones. Those are ready to Joe. So that's cool. So the next figure, and I'm going to go through some of the obvious ones first. So the next one is the SH Figuarts. So the SH Figuarts one is on pre-order, and it's been revealed. And last week we talked about how it looks pretty good, but the face does not look... The face doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look like him. It looks kind of like somebody else. Looks like Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore. There's a GIF here of Michael Caine. It does kind of look a little bit like Michael Caine. Is that what the point of that GIF was? I don't know. But it looks like a good figure. Just doesn't look like him very much. Figuarts could do way better. They have done way better. Whoa, Ben, you're eating Thai food right now? I love Thai food. I hope you enjoy it, man. That sounds good. Oh, Cole's Cave did a shot with the battle damaged figure today. Nice. I think I saw that one. He's punching Ultraman, right? Yeah, I think I saw that one. But the SH Figuarts one is out, and I imagine it will fall under normal SH Figuarts quality figures if you're into them, which I am, and I'll definitely be picking it up. But one thing about it, so something I noticed, and if I go over to the Tamashii Nations store has its own page. So if you go to, where is it? The Tamashii Nations New York store, which I've been to, they made a post saying, hey, the Superman figure is out on display. You can look at it if you want. And here it is. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, that looks a little weird. Doesn't this look a little weird? So he's just he's in a little display, like a diorama that looks like snow. Looks like snow. But the proportions look odd. Maybe it's just like the pose. Whoever posed it is weird. Who did a bad job. But the proportions look weird, doesn't it? His chest and his arms look all kind of fat and wide. I feel like a jerk saying that. But yeah, the torso seems big. And so the arm and I don't know. The wrists look like fat. I don't know. Right? It's weird. It's weird. And I'm almost thinking man, Figuarts, what are you doing? This looks weird. Usually... torso Toys with Tanks is the torso. Abertoy says tiny hands. See, the hands look proportional. I just think the wrists look way too big, right? The chest emblem looks too big, says PSP. That looks okay. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It looks weird, and I don't know. I'm still gonna be picking it up. I'll do a review on it when it comes out. But that's that's it. So. Catcher's like, I'm still going to buy it. So, whoa, Sebastian says, just saw Superman last night here in Australia, and it's easily my favorite movie of the year so far. It was everything my inner child wanted to see, and it's just made me want all the figures of. That's wonderful to hear. That's so wonderful to hear. Not surprised, but still, that's awesome. So, there's the Figuarts one. There's that. Not impressed, to quote Henry, but there's that. So the next figure is actually up for pre-order now, which it wasn't before. And I talked about it last time, but I didn't really have a good photo to bring it up. And this is the Beast Kingdom one. So I don't have a ton of normal Beast Kingdom figures. Actually, no, I think I only have one. Right? I've got a bunch of random. I got like egg attacks, and they make a bunch of stuff. But uh, this is the Beast Kingdom figure. These kind of scale with a Fond Joy, and probably kind of like a Mcfarlane. They're a little bit bigger, and he looks okay. Like he looks pretty good. Like the detail and stuff on the figure, I think looks great. There's the texture looks really good. It's got a wired cape. It's got multiple torso. No, it's only got one. Sorry, I'm mixing up another one, but it's only got one Krypto. The face isn't amazing. I don't think it's as good as. I think it's on the same level as the figure arts. It looks good, but it doesn't look like him so much. But I think it looks pretty good, and I think Beast Kingdom has come a long way with their figures. He comes with hands, doesn't come with any other faces. It looks like. Um, so it looks all right, right? He looks pretty good. And yeah, so here's a comparison photo, which I love these comparison photos where someone's like holding it, so you can compare it to like. So it doesn't. It looks a little. They're big. They're like 1/9 scale or something, so they're a little bit big. And he looks all right. So, and this is up for pre-order on like Big Bad Toy Store, I think, and that's I think it'll be up for pre-order probably. Entertainment Earth and stuff will have it, but Big Bad Toy Store does have it up now. So, Jace says the figure is peak. All right, hey Jace. All right. I mean, I think it looks good, but I just don't like the scale of these figures so much, so I don't really go for it all that much. So there's the Beast Kingdom one. It does look all right. I think it looks pretty good. So I don't know why I keep struggling with this light over here. All right, so the next figure is all right. This is the last time I'm messing with it. The next figure is actually one I'm wondering if people haven't heard of at all. This is it's in between it being like an unlicensed figure and just like a custom. So this Instagram page that I have up right here, this is K New Toys, which Canoe, I'm not sure. K New Toys. And maybe they are like a quote unquote third party unlicensed brand. I'm not really sure exactly what they would call themselves because they collab with like other pages for like one person sculpts, one person this, and so I feel like they're just like I don't know, but you can't go and buy this on a store, but they had their own storefront that you could buy it. So I think honestly, of all of the figures that are out in this scale, 1/12, this is the best looking one. So that face sculpt looks incredible. That looks so good. Right? Like this looks really good. The suit looks really good. Like everything looks great. Doesn't this look so good? Jace over here in the chat. Never mind. I saw the price for the Beast Kingdom. Yeah, they're around 100, I think, or maybe a little bit less. Hey, Ryan Salmon, big fan, bro. Thanks so much. I appreciate you coming in, man. So yeah, this figure is it looks like Mezco. Like it looks like the size and the bulkiness of what a Mezco would. Hey, Krieg says does look good. Comic fan or comic dad, what's up, man? And I think it's perfect. And they updated this. Okay, so this is a new update. So the sculpt likeness is even better. There's a bunch of updated stuff. So the thing is, when they announced this, which was maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, when they announced it, the pre-orders filled up instantly. This is what it looked like before they updated it, and it felt like within the same day I missed it, and I didn't get it. It was so I missed it, and it's unfortunate. But I almost was like, you know what, that's fine because it was like $200 and something, over $200 for the figure, which is like, wow, I could get a hot toy for this. So I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know. I feel like I dodged a bullet. I don't know. I thought it would have been really cool to get it and do a review on it. This is K New Toys. It's not even, it's like smaller than like a third party company, Kaiju Nerd, but it looks really good. Um, so man, man, as I'm looking at this now, I'm like, damn. So if they open up pre-orders again, that would be really cool. I might pick it up. But this is definitely the best looking 1/12 figure of, excuse me, of all of these, or really any of them. It looks fantastic. Like it's perfect. Whew. It's really really good. So this is K New Toys, and I have this linked in the description too. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Um, so the next one, this one literally just was revealed like hours after last week's episode of Dorkcast. So that was perfect timing, but it's a thing. So this is Inart collectibles. If you're not familiar with Inart, they made a really big splash a few months ago when they released their first 1/12 scale figure. They usually do 1/6 scale with these absolutely perfect face sculpts, but they started doing 1/12 scale figures, and they've got a bunch of them. But when they dropped their first Batman figure, everybody was posting about it. They did a great job marketing it by just sending it to a bunch of people that have, YouTube channels, basically. So I made a video on it. Everyone said it was great, and so they revealed their 1/12 scale figure, and the face sculpt is perfect. I don't know how this could look any better. It really does look perfect. Like, just look at that. And it comes with Krypto. The Krypto looks better than the hot toy. I think, so I ordered the hot toy, and this is already sold out. But the thing is, with Inart, they don't have a direct way to sell to the United States. Like, there's no, like, you can't go on their website and buy it because I don't know, for whatever licensing exclusivity, they can't sell to United States directly. So you have to go to third-party websites to find them. And Kaukus has it. Kaukus Toy has it. Bombus Bee has it. And so I linked them in the description too. But it's already sold out. So if you're in Australia, you could have gotten it, but not here for us in the US. So it's already sold out, but it's not sold out on Kaukus or Bombus Bee as far as I could tell. So if you want to pick them up, and it's unfortunate too because the prices on the third party websites are not, they're not as good. So he's like over $300 on the third party sites. The hot toy is cheaper, and I think I like everything. So I think this is half as, like, the face and Krypto are better on this figure. I like the way the hot toy looks more though. I like how he's bulkier. He's a little more muscular. And I like the brightness of the suit on the hot toy more. But this one looks amazing, doesn't it? It sure as heck does. So I don't know if you're picking up Inart, I would love to know, because I've heard a lot of people saying, "Wow, this looks great," but I haven't seen anybody saying that they're actually buying it. So this is a 1/6 scale version though. This isn't a 1/12. If I was sounding whatever, if I was confusing by that. So that looks good though, right? But I'm gonna be very happy with my hot toy, and that's fine, unless I can figure out a way to pick this up and do a review on it. Maybe I can, reach out to one or two contacts and see if I can get it for free. We'll see what I can do. I'll try my best, but if I do, I'll be making a video. It. When a hot toy is cheaper than your figure, it's overpriced. Well, the thing is, hot toys are expensive, and Inart collectibles are expensive. I don't think they're overpriced though. I think you're definitely getting your money's worth by selling that. It's kind of incredible to me that a company can put this together and sell it to me for $300 and still make a profit off of it. Like, isn't that crazy? It's just crazy to me. But okay, so speaking of hot toy, that's the next. Oh no, where is it? Did I not? Oh, I don't have it up. Okay, so let me pull up the hot toy, because that's the next one on the list. We are talking about all of them. The hot toys have been talked about plenty of times. So here is the hot toy. It's a little bit different. Like I was saying, it's a little brighter, it's a little bit muscular, and the face is not as good. Doesn't look quite as much like him. I still think it looks great. Still think it looks great. I actually like the flowing hair more too, and I love the stand. I love this flight stand it comes with, and I think I'm gonna be very happy with this when it comes out. And the shipping, when you go and pre-order this, it says like estimated shipping July 2025 to December 2025. It's like, could I still get it this month? Will it show up in time for my birthday? Probably not. But I think it looks great. And even Krypto's got his own little flight stand. And they released another video of it today. Looks great. There's the hot toy. Oh, it's got movable eyes too. Okay, this. There's a lot more detail in this video. Newly developed body. Did they read? Newly developed body. Does that mean it's just different than the last other figures? It's like it's specifically developed just for this. I don't know. So it's just a diorama, and then you can play. Oh, a magnet flight stand. That is sweet. Whoa. Okay, I'd like that even more. Okay, and honestly, for this to be, this is like $280, I think it was on the Hot Toy website, which usually a Hot Toy is like around $250. So for an extra $30, you get Krypto and the stand. I think this is a great deal. I think this is a fantastic deal, and I'm pumped for this. I can't wait for this to show up. Put him right next to Henry. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Where are the heat vision eyes? Yeah, that's a good point. Go figure, go. That's a good point. Where are the heat vision eyes? Okay, so the next one on the list that's not the hot toy. This is the Fond Joy. Fond Joy. So I kind of group Fond Joy and Beast Kingdom together. And I'm sure some people will probably get mad at that, but I think it's because of the scale. They're like the same scale, and usually the likeness on the Fonjoy's figures are fantastic. But I think this one isn't. I think this one also isn't very good. So here he is. Can I just skip to the next one? Nope. And the figure itself does look quite good, even though this photo is really weird. Look at this photo. This is a normal photo taken, but the face is definitely photoshopped on. Really weird. So wired cape. The proportions are a little weird. Figure looks all right, and I see a lot of love for Fonjoy, but my only experience with them was not so good. So I'm gonna pass on this one. Probably. Fonjoy did say they would change the head sculpt, right? So there's that. But the official listings that I'm seeing on the websites are still showing this one. So that's what I got. So is that the last one I've got? No. Okay, so there's one more figure that hasn't fully been revealed yet. And it's by NECA. So NECA a while ago. So this is back in, when was this posted? April. This is back in April. They did reveal that they are going to be putting out a Superman figure. Which is pretty cool. And I'll probably pick this one up. Even though I'm not a big, like, as far as NECA goes, I feel like I like to stick with them for certain things. Not so much like superhero stuff. I don't know. But I am very curious, and so the photo I've got up right now is just a close-up of the chest, Superman. There you go. And you can see, almost the entire torso. You see some of the arms and shoulders. And so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We don't know what it is yet, but I can only imagine they better reveal it in the next couple days for pre-order, because the most amount of pre-orders they're going to get is if they put it up around when the movie comes out, when people are really into this. So they better do that. So keep an eye out. I'm sure they'll probably do it. OJ Photography says, is Mafex going to be doing a Superman as well? Or did they not announce it yet? They have not. Mafex has not announced it yet. I would be shocked if they didn't do one. So I feel like we can absolutely be expecting a Mafex for sure. Christopher McDaniel, that's a good point. He says NECA 1/4. That may be what it is, actually. I bet you it will be a 1/4, a quarter scale, one of those big 18-inch figures. Because the only Superman they put out for Henry Cavill was that one too. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what this is. Actually, good thinking. That's probably what it is. This is probably a quarter scale that they're doing. Good thinking. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. What the plastic says, Mayfix will, but not for a long time from now. Yeah, I think you're right. Unfortunately, they're usually pretty late. So there's that. The only other Superman figure that I have up here that I wanted to talk about is actually not David Cornsweat. It's a Henry Cavill one. The Speaking of Mayfix, it was a little bit ago that this was revealed. It's been up for pre-order for a while, but this is on hobbygenki.com. This is probably the last Henry Cavill figure of this scale we'll get. Who knows? You're right, but go figure, go. We're probably going to get a Marvel Legends Superman soon too. Yep. So this is the Mayfix one. This is probably going to be almost the exact same figure as the Black Suit Superman figure. And this one has a smiling face, which I think is really cool. And I'm very excited to have this. So Susan Max says, how expensive is DSH figure arts? Good question, actually. Let's see. I have it open right here. It's $100 on Entertainment Earth. It's $99.99. So that is the entirety of the Superman figures that I am aware of that are coming out now, that have been revealed. Mr. Holmes says, "What's your favorite Superman?" Henry Cavill is my favorite Superman, and I feel like it'll be very difficult for David Cornsweat to pass that, but he could. I haven't seen him yet. See him later on. So, did I miss any? Is there any others? I don't think I missed any. I'm gonna actually throw it out to you and the guys in the live chat if I've missed any Superman figures coming out soon. And by that I'm referring to David Cornsweat. The new movie. So I don't think that's it. So if you're interested in any of those, I have them all linked in the description if you want to pick them up. And I think that's kind of exciting. I probably pick up most of them. I'll do videos on them. I wish they would all come out now while the movie's hot, Go Figure Go says, where's the Dean Cain love? Hey, I don't want to say I grew up watching the Adventures of Lois and Clark, but we definitely watched a lot of that show growing up, for sure. So there you go. Mr. Holmes, okay, this is a good question. Do you think we'll ever get a CT Toys Superman? Absolutely. I think it's going to be the Hush Superman, and that will be, I think, honestly, it'll be any day now. We'll get an announcement for it. They're doing the Batman Hush very soon, and I'm sure Superman will be next. And yeah, I'll pick it up and do a video on that also. Only other thing I'll throw out there about Superman figures is on Sunday I'll be putting out a new video, as always, of the top 10 Superman figures, top 10 that are out, top 10 Superman figures ever, in my opinion, which will be very exciting. And that'll be up on Sunday. It'll be shooting and reviewing video, of course, and there'll be toy photography, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Do you know the release of the Mcfarlane Toys Ross exclusive wave, says Pandy? I thought that they were out. I don't know, because I don't have any. It was kind of hard to find info on it, and I don't have a Ross near me. So I thought they were already out, actually. So not really sure. Okay, well, moving on to the next segment is the top 10. Top 10 toy photography. So if you ever want to have one of your photos featured on Dork Cast, all you got to do is just post it on Instagram, tag me in it, and then hashtag Sirdork top 10. That's all you got to do. And to be honest, there's not, like, every month when I would do the challenge things, I would have way more entries than I could possibly hope for. And I feel like there's still not a ton of entries. I mean, I'm very happy to see how many are in there. So the only reason I'm mentioning that is since there aren't that many entries, the odds of your photo, I guess, getting on are are strong. They're very strong. And I'm gonna try to make sure I choose accounts that haven't been on yet. I don't want to keep choosing the same ones over and over. So I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, just tag me in it and use hashtag Sirdork Top 10. That's all you got to do. Or sometimes if I'm just scrolling and I see one that's like, I'm just like, wow, that's awesome. I'll just save it. So here we go. Motions Collect says your streams are goated, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm so glad he thinks so, especially with this very new style of stream that I'm trying to do here. So that means a lot. And I'm just glad you're enjoying it. Very, very glad you're enjoying it. So this is the first one. The first one is from Phantom Toy Picks. And so this is a shot. We have Black Series Chewbacca and a Black Series B2 Battle Droid with a practical shot. Oh, there's a Bulbasaur in there too. I didn't even notice Bulbasaur. What's he doing? What's he doing there? Oh, HSDM. After look at this new Superman that just came out, National Defender. I don't think I've seen that one. Is that the Chaos one? The Chaos one? If that's the case, then maybe I'll pull that up afterwards. If that's the Chaos, whatever brand, if that's what it is. Anyway, so back to Phantom Toy Picks. He's like Chewbacca's like backhanding a battle droid, and there's sparks on it, and there's a lens flare in there. And it looks really cool. And so maybe if I read okay, HSDM, that is that one. Okay, cool. But he says, get him Chewy. This photo was so fun to capture with a spark and a little Pokemon. If you can see it, the editing wasn't so hard. The saturation, vibrance. So Bulbasaur is just chilling there. I don't know what he's doing there, but he's just chilling. But I thought this was cool. The effects were really cool, obviously, and the action pulled me in. Put some sparks in there. You know how to go right to my heart. It's easy. Honestly, it's very easy to get me going. Phantom Toy Picks, well done, very well done. Next is from Off the Shelf Pictures, which I haven't seen Off the Shelf Pictures in a while, so it's good to see you. Life is better on 8 wheels. I don't take nearly enough outdoor shots using practical effects nowadays, so I threw this together. And so I thought this was awesome. We've got Harley Quinn. This is the amazing Yamaguchi one. The first one of theirs that they did. And she's skating on her roller skates. Great pose, by the way. It looks like a very realistic pose. But she's like in the middle of like this rainfall. It's like just think of one of those like hot summer days where it randomly starts pouring rain, but it's still so hot and sunny all at the same time. That's what it looks like to me. So there's great practical splashes all on the ground here, and bokeh in there. And here we go. BTS and everything. Got the cool red camera cover. So the shot is really cool. So the combination of great posing, and there's also just a lot of joy in this photo, So yeah, cool. Off the shelf. Really, really epic shot. Really epic. This is from Charlotte Welch 946. And this shot is cool. We've got Spider-Man versus Ryu. And Ryu's doing a Hadouken. But it's a practical Hadouken made out of a sparkler. And I thought that was so cool. Like it's like the sparkler is slowly moving across the screen over to hit Spider-Man. And I think it's cool. And I never would have thought of just like a sparkler version of a Hadouken. And Jace is like Marvel versus Capcom. And that's literally what this is. Duh, why did I not think of that? Catcher, hey Sirdork, CT Toys Wolverine is going to be... Oh, nice. Okay, the CT Toys Wolverine's awesome. That's really, really awesome. That would fit in a Marvel vs. Capcom shot similar to this. So I think great posing on this. Great job making Spider-Man floating. And Charlotte Welch, I keep wanting to say Charlotte Webb. Charlotte Welch is here in the live chat. Of course, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And great job with the shot. Cool practical effects. Great posing. You killed it. Thanks for participating, Charlotte. And next is from Anne's Toy Picks. Mr. Poole, get out of my peanut butter jar. Happy Action Figure Wednesday. I mean, this you can't look at this and not go, haha. But this is from Anne's Toy Picks. And the shot is, this is the not CT Toys. What are these? ZD Toys. Deadpool, jeez. And so there's an Aussie Peanuts, Simply Nuts Crunchy Peanut Butter jar, and Deadpool is leaning over it with a bunch of peanut butter on his finger. He's just like eating it up. Which, man, I relate to Deadpool so much here. And I also like how it says Simply Nuts, like the name of the brand is Simply Nuts. That's just like funny. Like this photo is Simply Nuts. So that I think that complements the photo very much. And the photo itself is like the lighting is great and the posing is good, but the overall composition is like a nicely placed photo. You know, you got the spoon and the jar lid still in there, which is pretty cool. So this is a great shot, Anne's Toy Picks. Really, really cool. Next is from Why So Serious? And this is super cool. So this is from Ollie at Why So Serious. Who is German, I believe. Ich glaube, dass du bist Deutsch. So we have a really cool custom Stormtrooper. This is a very cool custom, like very military-esque. It's almost like, I don't know, like a Vietnam kind of style military Stormtrooper, right? Would you say Vietnam kind of war? Like, because it's very, I don't want to say it's very jungly, but like it's very green and brown. And there's cool straps on the blaster. There's a backpack. It's very, very cool. If I'm looking in the live chat now to see if there's a better kind of comparison than what I'm thinking, or if Vietnam is kind of good. And by the way, anyone who's throwing out questions, at the end of the stream, I'm going to do a Q&A, and I'll be able to answer all those. But Master Tabby says, I like the tan on all the fabric. Yeah, there's fabric on that, yeah, which works really, really good. And Slinky Winky Bob says swipe, which I was planning on it. Oh, nice. So we got some other angles too. Yeah, he's got a cloth cape too. Yeah, this is so cool. Super freaking cool. So Ollie, really great job with this custom. It's honestly, I feel like the simplicity of this custom is cool. And also what I'm noticing too is, you know, the not the color theme itself, but just like the stripes and stuff is the same style of like the Incinerator Trooper with the way you have the stripes on there. I don't know. The words are escaping me. And that's really cool. So it still feels like thematically fitting with the other Stormtroopers with different colors. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. Why So Serious? Awesome job, man. Next is from Jurassic Carson, the Mongolian Smackdown. I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what that means, Mongolian Smackdown. But we've got a bunch of raptors totally taking out this other dinosaur, which I don't, maybe that's a T-Rex, but it's like 6 different raptors all versus one dinosaur, which is kind of cool. They're ganging up on this guy in a pack, which is pretty cool. So Jurassic Carson, well done. I'm seeing what you're doing, Jurassic Carson, and I think you're doing great. It's a wrestling team. Master Tabby, 100%. That's what it is. And then coming up next is from King Kimura. And he says, I don't know, something in another language. But I think this shot is sweet. We've got Bane doing a friggin' smackdown on this killer croc. Bane's got him lifted all the way above his head, and he's about to smack him down. And the lighting is super cool. There's like some huge light source coming from behind the figures, but they're also so lit in the front, like you're using, I don't know, like some kind of, I don't know, maybe light reflector or something. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. We've got a whole what Killer Croc figure is that? Is that even Killer Croc? But there's a whole entire battle scene. Whoa, Bane is really uppercutting this guy. Look at that. That is okay. There we go. Well, Bane is kicking his booty. Killer Croc loses. Really great series of shots. There's a whole story going on here. This must have taken a while setting up all of those. That's really, really cool. From King Kimura. Really well done. Um, Blender says, Sirdork, I think the Mongolian SmackDown was because they're all from Mongolia since Raptor was, I don't know, Middle Dino, though. Okay. Uh, whatever. I believe you. I believe you. But King Kimura, really well done. And next is from David the Dinosaur Man. Just look at this. This looks so good. So this is the Haya evolved Godzilla, which this figure looks really good. I've got him upstairs. He came in the mail like yesterday. But what a beautiful just showcase of this figure. The posing is great. You're getting a shot from behind. So you've got this beautiful pink spikes, and wherever you're shooting is really great. It's like it's some kind of diorama, it looks like, or just a bunch of rocks. We've got a video of snap, and there it is. Yeah, this is a really great location wherever you're shooting. It's kind of perfect for this. So this shot, it's beautiful. Catcher says peak. Jay says peak. Should I start saying peak? That's like the main word kids are saying these days for good. Peak. I would say it is peak. Posing's peak, lighting's peak, location's peak, angle's peak. The blue, browns, pinks. It's a great shot. So David the Dinosaur Man, awesome job. Well done. Like, this is really epic. Really, really epic. And the next one is SG Ink Labs. Busy day today, nevertheless, but I did find a few minutes to hold a smartphone in the creek. How cool is this? Okay, so if you've seen Jurassic World Rebirth, this is, I'm assuming the inspiration from this shot comes from that movie. So we've got a T-Rex trying to bite somebody and chomp on them underwater. The whole entire photo is underwater, and you still got the reflection on the surface of the water. You got bubbles, and then just the mouth wide open of the T-Rex underwater. Like, how cool is this? Jace, put this art in a museum. That's awesome. It belongs in a museum. No, this photo is really cool. And so on top of the fact that like you're like recognizing it, oh cool, it's just like the movie, but it's also just like really awesome. Like everything is just really well done. And so there's a couple other alternate shots. Like this one's really out of focus, but I still think that's kind of cool. You got different angles and stuff, but like it's really well done. Like the fact you just stuck your phone underwater and took this, like, great job. Xenozilla says, how do they put their phone in the water without damaging it? Most phones are like waterproof now, which is crazy, right? It's pretty wild. Like iPhones are waterproof for the most part. They're like, you're right. Dark State Stargazer says iPhone's water resistant, but like if you drop your phone in underwater, you'll be fine. It won't break. So maybe he just was in there real quick, took the shot. I don't know. Jesus Maldonado says, can you say happy birthday to my brother? It's his 18th birthday. Happy birthday. Happy 18th birthday. You're finally a grown-up adult. You're a full-grown man. So that's awesome. Happy birthday. And I think this is the last shot. But this photo is really cool. This is from Phantom Comics, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So this is the Mezco Spider-Man. He's chilling on a spiderweb hammock. Which, does this spiderweb hammock come with a specific action figure? Because I'm not familiar with it, to be honest. I'm not familiar. Like, is this a custom thing? Does this come with the Mezco Spider-Man? Because I don't have that figure. I'm totally unfamiliar with whatever this comes from. Um, I'm looking for help here. But anyway, he's sitting on this hammock made out of spider webs, and he's reading a newspaper. He's got a sandwich too, which is really cool. Anybody help? Doesn't look like anybody else knows. Well, I imagine it comes with something. It looks like it comes with some, or maybe it's custom. Maybe it's 3D printed. But it's cool because it's also hanging from a like desk lamp, which is really fun. And there's beautiful bokeh in the background. Obviously, the lighting is good because it's just like you've got that diegetic lighting coming right from the thing. Whoa, Jace! Sirdork, can you say happy birthday to my sister? It's tomorrow. She's turning 22. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy 22nd birthday. You can sing that Taylor Swift song tomorrow. So really cool. This is a really great shot. This is from Phantom Comics, but it's Phantom spelled FH, Phantom _ Comics. So nobody was able to help me figure out where that hammock is from. Very interesting. Oh, there's a swipe. Spider-Man identity still a mystery, which I think this is an accessory that comes with a figure. So pretty freaking cool. And that's the last of the top 10. I'm telling you, there's the amount of entries that are coming in are pretty slim, which would make your chances really good to submit. And like, you don't have to change your usual posting schedule. You can just post it and then slap the hashtag and tag me, and then you're in. That's all you got to do. So here we go. That was it. The top 10. So the next thing, before I get into the Q&A, I mean, this is still technically a Q&A, but I'm going to go to all the questions sent in to anyone that's a YouTube channel member. If you join the membership that I have here on YouTube, I'll put up a post before every stream, and I'll say, throw in some questions. And so I got a bunch of questions from that. So if you want to join the membership, there should be a button that says join right next to where the subscribe button is underneath the video. And the other thing, or you can just, actually, another way to do it too is if you go to just youtube.com/Sirdork730/join, and that will bring you there too. Or just click the link I got in the description. Always there. So here we go. The first question, there's not a ton of them this week, but first question is from Comic Dad. Hang on. First question is from Comic Dad, and he says, man, I'm cutting you off. He says, do you prioritize realism or mood, and how do you balance them? And I think he's referring to toy photography. And I got to preface that too, because not everybody is toy photographer, you know. Sometimes I feel that way, but some people just care about the toys. But do you prioritize realism, stylization, or mood, and how do you balance them? Realism, I definitely don't ever prioritize realism, because when I prioritize realism, then I just feel like I'm limiting myself. You know, I'll take a picture of, Darth Vader with a giant glass of milk. That's not a whole lot of realism. Stylization or mood? Not really mood. I just naturally, mood just kind of ends up showing up. Like, I don't specifically go for a mood very often. So I guess stylization. I don't know. I honestly don't really prioritize any of them. I just kind of work with what pops in my head, which sounds cool and sounds fun. It's like, that sounds cool. And if I feel like I would rather prioritize this, then I feel like I'm just limiting myself. So I guess none of them. I think I probably am prioritizing something in my brain somewhere, but I just don't actively, consciously realize it. I think I'm just doing whatever sounds cool. But Comic Dad threw in a couple questions. What does toy photography allow you to express that other mediums don't? Interesting. I mean, the one thing, and so I was on another like live podcast a couple nights ago, and a lot of other mediums definitely you can do. Like, if you want to have Spider-Man versus Optimus Prime, you can do that in toy photography, but you can do that in drawing too, you know. But one of the things that interest me right away was the ability to combine mediums or combine real and fake. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, me putting an action figure outside with real stuff, there's a sense of like, or like real life size objects or whatever. There's a sense of like, that's not supposed to do that. Like, an action figure isn't supposed to be like that. They're not supposed to be, I don't know, coming to life like this. And that is something that attracts me. And it's like this sense of, oh, toys don't do that. And it's almost like you're twisting things around, and that's what attracts me to it. And so I don't know if that's really what you mean, but I'm interested to see if anyone else. So Darth Stargazer says, I can tell because I have the same priority as toy photography. Oh, I think we're talking about the realism and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for that one, Comic Dad. And then he threw in the last one, says, what's a creative challenge you've faced and how have you overcome it? Creative challenge. Okay. Usually when I can't think of anything, it's usually because I'm limiting myself. Because I don't like, I don't want to do Superman like this because Superman doesn't usually do this, because that's not something he would do. Or I don't want to do something Star Wars because Star Wars wouldn't norm. So that's that I'm limiting myself when I'm thinking, oh, well, like this wouldn't fit, so I can't do that. So then that's when I'll be like, I don't have to abide by those rules. I don't have any rules. I can do whatever I want. I can have Superman camping out with a stormtrooper if I want, even though that's not a typical thing. I can do that. There's no rules. So that's, I guess, what I'm just the limitations of what you think there. So yeah, that's it. Go Figure says, does anyone else ask what would Sirdork do? No, just me. Okay, cool. What would Sirdork do? Like a WWJD thing. That's what I do with Superman. Whenever I'm like, what would Superman do? Honestly, that's not a bad thing to live by. Retro Storm says, what company or brand is your favorite? Mine is Bandai / SH Figure Arts. Honestly, SH Figure Arts is up there for me. And I think they have been the most consistent for me with stuff that I really like or stuff that I really want. I'm pretty sure, I feel like they would probably consistently been there for me. So I would say, yeah, they would probably be my favorite too. But like, there's some figures I like more from like Mafex or it would probably be between those two, Figure Arts and Mafex. I really do love both of those brands. And that's also, I think, just the style of figure I enjoy the most. I'm thinking that size, like just that style. So that's, I'm thinking probably one of those two. But I'm sure they'll change. And then Vamp says, don't know if I'll be able to tune into this Dorkcast because of work. Is there a figure or series that you wish had a reissue or a restock? Also, custom webbing video should be coming soon. Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to the custom webbing. That's really cool. But definitely the Figma and Figuarts Pokemon figures. So like the Figma Red definitely needs a reissue. The Figuarts Ash, Figuarts Jesse and James, they need a reissue so bad because we don't have like any good like human style Pokemon figures. I want more. I want like a Cynthia. I want like a Lance. All the champions. I want a Steven Stone. I want them. That would be so cool. I would snatch them up. But instead, they've made really random things and more of the playable trainer characters that you play as. And they have done some of them, but that's what I'm thinking. Next from CD Toy Picks, any thoughts on Savage Crucible? The aftermarket prices are way high, but that second wave looks really good. I'm not. I think the Savage Crucible things look really good, but to be honest, I'm kind of over the just anthropomorphized animal figures. I feel like there's so many figures out there that's like, oh, this is an alligator man. This is a dinosaur man. This is a lion man. This is a turtle man. I'm just over that. I'm just tired of and they still look cool and I see them like that's cool, but like I don't want it. So I think they look good, but they're not for me. I'm just tired of it. And that's just me. That's just me. Doesn't mean they're bad. And if you think they're cool, that's great. But that's just me. Not into it. Not into it. Next is the domesticated caveman. Hey Jared, won't be able to make the live show today because I'm in the theater seeing Superman. He's probably watching it right now, man. Can't wait. Thought I'd ask any exotic travel plans for toy photography coming up. Thanks, man. Honestly, I feel like earlier this year I went to Japan, which is probably the most exotic traveling I thought I'd ever do in my whole life, which is great. So I guess tomorrow I'm actually going to Canada, and I'm gonna stop at a Toys R Us while I'm in there and film a toy hunt. So that's exciting. That's probably the only thing. I don't have like any other major travel plans at all that I can think of. So I guess that kind of counts, right? But man, I would love to go to like another. Like I went to Mexico once and brought some figures. That was fun. But yeah, more beach and like tropical kinds of photos would be very fun. That's what I would love to do. Really, really love to do. And we got two more questions. Toys with Tank says, "What's your favorite season to shoot in?" I mean, honestly, all of them are great. Winter is definitely the least favorite. Winter's fun for like a week, and then I'm done. And then I get so many comments. Oh, I'm so jealous of all your snow, and I'm like, you want it? You can have it. Take the cold too. I've lived in upstate New York far too long. I'm old and bitter about it. But I think I like spring the most because in the spring it's warm and you get a lot of sunlight and there's no leaves or anything on the trees yet to block the sunlight. So you get so much harsh, cool magic hour sunlight in the spring. And I think I like that the most. But the last question is Cole's Cave. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, career progression wise? Wow, that's a great question. I think I asked him that question before. I don't know. 5 years from now. Well, I hope that I'm still able to be doing what I'm doing now, making YouTube videos. I would love to say like 1 million subs, which is kind of crazy. Which if I'm in 5 years, if I'm still going at the pace, I guess that's possible. Okay, so 5 beers from now. Go figure. Go. Miguel. Much appreciated. You've been throwing out good witty stuff in the chat like the whole time, and sometimes I see it and I'm like, but then I just kind of keep going on. But anyway, okay. The one thing I'm thinking of is right now with my career with YouTube stuff like that, I'm in a position where I'm like, I can't really relax. I'm like working really hard all the time, constantly, and which is great, and I love every second of it. But then when there's like times where like I need to go away for like a day or I need time with family or something, like I'm like, oh crap, okay, I gotta totally restructure my entire week schedule to make sure I can fit everything in now that I don't have Friday to work or something like that. And that becomes stressful and it's a lot. And I have to keep doing that to keep things up. So I'm hoping maybe in like 5 years, I'll be at a place where I don't need to push as hard as like I can comfortably put out the amount of videos I need to put out and not have to stress about it. That's my goal. Hopefully before 5 years. But that's what I'm thinking. Darth Stargazer says, I 100% agree with you, Sirdork. Winter is only fun for the first snowfall, and spring hits hard, and it's the beginning of the warm. Yes, Stargazer, you I can tell you live somewhere with similar climate to where I am. So that's all the member questions. That's it. So I'm gonna throw it out there to anyone just in the live chat. If anyone has any questions, that's what I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream to do. So I've probably got like 15 minutes, and I always forget to do this. There we go, Q&A. So any questions, throw it out there. Mr. Tang's World, how's it going, man? Hey, Jared, any plans to come to Florida anytime? Good backdrops. I would love to go to Florida. Um, oh, actually, you know what? I am going to Florida in September. I'm going to Disney World with my mom, which is the first time I've ever been to Disney. Very exciting, and I don't know what else we have planned. Probably we'll be busy. Maybe I'll bring a figure or two. That sounds cool, actually. So yeah, actually, I guess I am. Welch, Charlotte Welch. Any tips on apps to use for toy photography editing? Yes. I actually made a whole video with the top 5 best apps that I suggest for editing on your phone. And honestly, I don't remember. PixArt was one of them. What are some of the other ones in there? PixArt. Well, if you go to the channel and go to the toy photography editing playlist, there's a video that says top 5 apps, and it's all right there. And I have links to them in there too, and like a little tutorial on how to use each one. Artistic Toaster, when are we hitting the Fortnite duos, bro? I mean, I don't want to say never, but probably never. That was pretty harsh, but I think he was expecting that. Catcher says, is the 50mm lens good for general toy photography? I would say the 50mm lens is really universal, and it works for a lot of things. So I would say yes, just for general photography. It's great, yes. And I would think, like, I feel like the 50mm, you kind of use that and kind of get an understanding of what this does versus this, and then you can kind of learn what other. So to answer your question, yes. PSP, would you buy any Batmobiles or Bat vehicles? I'm not a big vehicle person, but I did do back in 2023. I did a Batman sponsored video for Warner Brothers, which was really cool, and I did do a couple of Bat vehicle photos. So a couple Batwing and Batmobile too. So if you just type in like Sirdork Batman, it'll probably come up. Sirdork, you can only keep one company: NECA, Hasbro, or Jada. This is actually a pretty easy answer, and it's going to be Hasbro. And I like NECA, and I like Jada very much, and I'm really loving what Jada's doing. But to get rid of Hasbro, you'd be getting rid of a really huge bunch of figures. That, you know, all the Marvel Legends and Black Series. It's kind of tough. You know, I'm sure a lot of people will be like, get rid of the giant corporation Hasbro. Yeah, I know. I don't want to get rid of any of these, but I probably would if I had to choose one. Krieg says, there is a toy show here July 27th. You should come to Tennessee. July 27th, I will be away somewhere. I'm not sure. Sorry, my mind is. I'll be in South Carolina on that time, which I guess is not far from Tennessee, right? But I don't think I'll have the time. That sounds really fun, though, Krieg. I would love to see you there. That sounds really cool. Slinky Winky Bob. Hey, Jared. What would you suggest for a first Superman figure? I want one, but don't know which one to get. Okay. I would go look for a Mcfarlane Superman. Got a great price. You got a ton of different ones to choose from, so you can kind of choose like which version you like the best. But also on Sunday, I'm putting out a whole video, top 10 Superman figures. That could be very helpful if that's what you're looking for. So I would say watch that, or just go on Amazon and just type in Mcfarlane Superman. See what you can get. By the way, Venom is here. Right here. Hey, buddy. He is very chill right now. Do you want to say hi, pal? No? Okay. King of Dragons, Dragonzilla. Since you're going to Disney, how about you bring Disney figures and take a few photos? Actually, that would be cool. Oh, you know what would be fun is if I film a toy hunt in Galaxy's Edge. That would be good for the toy hunt series. I might do that. Sorry, Mom. I might have to work a little bit while I'm in Florida. Snapseed, that was one of the editing apps. I'm really far behind in the chat, but I'm going slow here. The Crandall channel says, what up, man? Fellow New Yorker here. Are you going to NYC Comic-Con this year? Yes, I definitely plan on going to New York Comic-Con. So see you there. I might even be running a panel on toy photography then. Maybe. It's not decided yet, but it's possible. So that would be cool. OJ Photography says, what's the most reliable website you use to get quote unquote third party, like CT Toys? And like, so there's two main websites I go to for the third party or unlicensed figures. And one of them is Toys Metaverse. And the other one is 5K Toys. And if you're ever watching one of my videos of a third party figure, I've already got it linked. So it's already linked right there. So no worries because it's already there. But CT Toys, they are not sold on there. CT Toys has a very specific store they sell off of on AliExpress. It's called a Funly store. And any other CT Toy video I've made, I have it linked in the description there. So yes, and I've shown these websites on the live stream before too. So Toys Metaverse with a D, or 5K Toys, or so for CT Toys specifically, it's on AliExpress. It's their own store. But yeah, just go to the links I've got in the other video descriptions. Let's see. Cole's Cave says you'll get there, man. My goal is 10K. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're gonna get at 10K in no time. This is just making me think about. So for people who are on Instagram and or Facebook, or anyone that uses Instagram for toy photography, I feel like only just now I'm finally really understanding it. And the way I think if you really want to try and gain followers and at a higher pace is I've said this a million times, is just post reels, Instagram reels, and then also connect a Facebook account and post them on there too. And I've been posting way more reels than ever, like every day. And I'm just watched the follower count just go. It's the reels. Not every reel is gonna take off, but every once in a while it's gonna take off. So just post a lot of them. And one of the things that's the first second of the video has got to be like the hook that gets you. And the hook that I've been doing is just a video of me just like holding the figure, like placing it down, like seeing a person doing that. The first thought of the person watching is like, what the heck is this idiot doing? And then they keep watching. So just since I've been doing Facebook again for like a month, and I'm already almost at like 6,000 followers. And I'm literally just posting all my already existing reels and crap that I've made on there too. So just keep posting the reels, and it's just like that. Just like that. Artistic Toaster says, we will hit up the duos one day. Actual question now. Any comments on exploring new types of lenses for your photography? For example, wider angle shots or macro photography. To be honest, I'm not a huge expert on lenses. Like, I understand kind of like what different focal lengths will do, but I don't have a lot of experience with them. I don't have any like higher focal, like anything above an 85 millimeter. I would love like a macro 100 to see the difference, but usually what I can tell is the higher the focal length, so 85 to 100, whatever, it'll kind of take the thing your subject is and stretch it out and make it, and pull it wider like this when it's focused on it, which makes it look bigger because it's so stretched out. And in the background is also stretched out too, which makes it blurrier because it's just so stretched out. I feel just actual photography experts listening thinking like, what? No, that's not how it works at all. But that's what it seems like from my experience. So I would just think about that. Think about the higher you go, the more stretched out it's going to feel where the focus line is, and make it feel bigger. And so, like, if you put figures this far apart, they're not going to look very far apart in like a 40 millimeter. But if you get real close up and use not close up, sorry. If you use a higher focal length, they're going to look way further apart. because it's stretched them out, and that little focus pane, what's actually called, not the focus line, it's stretching it out even more. So think of it that way, I guess. The Monkalorian. Hey, any new Black Series figures you're excited for? Not really, to be honest. Except for that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Anakin and Obi-Wan. Very excited for that. But there's not a whole lot of... I do want the new Han Solo and Chewie. Those look really good. I do really want that. That looks very good. I don't know if I have them on pre-order. Catcher says, what's the best Vader figure? The most recent SH Figure Arts Vader, the one with Kenobi. That one's amazing. It's perfect. I don't know what the heck else I could possibly want. It's so good. And I did a review on it also, but it's not like... It's labeled as like a posing tutorial, but it's still a review kind of thing. Mr. Tang World, I would say the deluxe Superman with Krypto is the one Jared reviewed. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Appertoy says, "Are you getting a lightsaber at Disney?" No, I don't plan on doing the lightsaber thing. I'm not really into getting lightsabers. Even though, I mean, they're freaking cool, but I stick to... I collect this, and I stick to that, because that's what I collect. But who knows? I might get there and be like, man, maybe I should do this. Sirdork, any news about Jada and their license with Invincible? I haven't heard anything. I don't know if there's any other news. As far as I know, they got it. But yeah, that's going to be very exciting. Very, very exciting. Darth Stargazer, if you don't mind sharing, how old are you and how long ago did you start with the hobby on this channel? It's always curious to know how old people think I am. Haha. Go for it. Anyone in the chat? Yes, go for it. But I've been doing toy photography since 2014 was the first, my first toy photo I ever posted. Whoa, Kurotori says 26. Charlotte says 27. Slinky Winky says 22. Jay says 30. Man, do you think I'm that old? 26, 28, 25. Wow, I'm very flattered. Everybody's shooting pretty low. That's great. Thanks, guys. You're all very kind. I'll be 33 at the end of the month. That's my ego is gone up a little bit. Comic Dad says 36. What are you talking about? No, I'll be 33 pretty soon. When I went to go see the re-release of Return of the Jedi in theaters, like last year, I went to the woman at the counter asked for my ID. And there's a whole lot of confusion there. I'm like, wait, okay, first of all, you need to see my ID. Okay, well, sure, thanks a lot for thinking that. And I gave it to her and I said, what, is Star Wars rated R now or what? And he's like, oh, well, you never know. That's what she said. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean I never know? You don't have to ID a person that's seeing a PG-13 movie. I thought you were 16, she said. I was like, well, great. Thank you very much. That's crazy. Thank you for the quote-unquote the happy early birthdays, you guys. Stargazer, I appreciate that very much. 12 at heart, Appertoy. That sounds about right. King of the Dragon says, is Hammond Collection Stegosaurus good? Planning to get it in a little bit. Oh, I haven't opened it up yet, so I don't know. I'm hoping to do a video next week, but it might get more complicated depending on what else I've got to do. But yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Charlotte Webb said, just noticed the Kingdom Come Superman that I have pretty much has the same logo version as the Corn Sweat. Yeah, here actually. So the video on Sunday is it's like a mini review of this figure. And it's like the top 10 Supermans. So this is by Gong Studio. Same people that make that Gypsy Danger. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I made the same observation and mentioned it in the video. So definitely some inspiration for sure there. Stinky Winky Sorry, Slinky. How do you feel about the Art the Clown NECA figure? I've never seen any of those Terrifier movies because, frankly, I am too scared to watch it. I've heard that they're just really horrific, and I don't want to have. There's been two times in me watching movies or TV shows where the gore has actually really affected me. Only two times, and where like I've thought about it, and like months later, it's still been in my head. One of them is in Walking Dead when I think his name was Noah. I think when Noah died, the zombies like ripped his face in half. That like really stuck with me, and I was like really kind of disturbed by that. And the other one was in Game of Thrones when Pedro Pascal's character died. Um, which, if you watched it, basically someone squeezes his head and it explodes. And I think I was watching, like as I was watching, I was like, oh, cool, Mando. Yeah, can't wait to see Mando in this. And I'm like, oh, Mando's head exploded. If only he had his best car. So I can be affected, not very very much, but Mr. Kiwi says, do you post from your phone more or on your computer? As I think it's harder to post from the phone. I post all exclusively on my phone because the Instagram and basically, okay, well, actually, the YouTube videos I post from my computer. Everything else is from my phone. But most of the major apps like Instagram and TikTok and stuff, they prioritize the phone app more than anything else. So there's a lot of stuff that the browser versions don't have that the phones do have. But yeah, and I also like to do it from the phone because most people viewing and using it will also be seeing it from the phone. So I want to be able to see it from a phone because that's how most people will be seeing it. Vamp, no worries, dude. One of the things that people don't ever need to apologize when they're, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm late. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you sorry? You're here watching this live stream of mine. I'm so grateful you're here. I don't care if you're late or early or what, and I'm so grateful. So stop saying sorry. Vamp, dude. And thanks for the super chat. My bad for the late join. Here's some money for a Mountain Dew. Well, I could buy like a whole 12-pack of Mountain Dew with that. Thank you very much. That's so kind, dude. And like I said, totally unnecessary to apologize. I appreciate that very much, man. Krieg says, could you do a video on editing YouTube videos? Oh man, that sounds hard. I could definitely do a video on like some of my tips on it because I feel like I use a video editing service that nobody else really uses. Maybe Krieg, maybe for like a members only video, I will throw something out there on how I edit and stuff like that. I wouldn't do it for like a major wide release video because I think it's such a very niche type of thing that only so it's not a bad idea. I would like to make a video on like just my best tips about like YouTube and stuff because there's definitely things I see that sometimes people are doing and I'm like, man, that's not gonna. I don't know. Think about that. I will think about that very much. Charlotte says, I just noticed on the Kingdom Come Superman that I have pretty much. Missed already. I'm trying to catch up to where I am. Riley Review says, big fan of your channel. Thanks so much. Big fan of you. Now, thank you very much. Harbor says, Harbor Boom Boom, yo, do you have any customs? Yeah, I've done a few custom videos. Actually, I have a whole playlist on the channel's customization. So most of them are all on there, actually. Master Tabby just watched the Superman movie and I want to take a photo, but I don't have a Superman. Oh man, Master Tabby, if you are in the US, run to Walmart and you'll be able to find them. They're near the electronics. Hey Nat Boy, Sirdork, I have a question. You've never been asked. What's your favorite figure in your collection? I've never been asked that before. You know what? I got a little excited, Nat Boy, when I saw that you've never been asked. I was like, oh, this sounds fun. Oh. Mayfix Mandalorian 2.0. Anyway, Felix Cordova says, that's cool about your age. I'm 64 and people think I'm in my 40s. I don't drink alcohol or smoke, trying to stay out of the sun. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't drink or smoke alcohol. Well, I'll have a drink every now and again, every so often. Why not? But maybe that's the key, or it's good genes. But that's cool. Congrats. 64 and people saying you're in your 40s. That's crazy. That's 20 years down. That's like someone saying, you look like you're only like 9. You look like you're like around the 9. That's a big difference. Are you gonna make more green T13 videos? Yes, definitely. I've been kind of filled up with like lately I'm trying to focus on stuff that's hot right now, so dinosaurs, Superman, and I did today just get, or yesterday, all of the Fantastic Four Marvel Legends. So I'll probably just do one big video on all of them. Which, man, that's gonna take me a while. Should I split that up? I don't know. So you send, yes. So Mr. Kiwi, I'll edit and do everything on my computer, and then I send it to my phone. So I put all my photos in Google Drive, but the way I actually send the photos for Instagram to my phone is through Facebook Messenger. Yeah. So Facebook Messenger is kind of like a free, if you think about it, free unlimited cloud storage. I just message them to myself, and they're all just there. Forever. But of course, when you're messaging that, you're losing a lot of the image quality because they compress it and stuff to make it fit, whatever. But I like doing that because it changes the data on the image. So when I post it on Instagram, even if I use the remove tool for one tiny little thing in Photoshop, it's still in the data of the photo. And I post it on Instagram, it's going to say made with AI. I'm like, shut up. I mean, I used an AI tool on Photoshop, which is fine, but it's putting it in the same category as a fully AI generated image, which is just not cool, in my opinion. So I send it over to Facebook Messenger. It totally just gets rid of all the data, and it makes it its own kind of image file that way. And then I can post it, and it doesn't say made with AI. So based off your examples, Jared, Terrifier would traumatize you. So I think one of the things, it's like I don't necessarily just get just by gore in general that really gets me. I think it's when it's a character I really like, and it's a more like a very intimate type of death, where like you know what I mean? Like it depends. It's like gore isn't terrible, but it's like it's a character I really like, am attached to, and I really like, and I see them. That's what will get me. It's like it's I feel like I'm seeing somebody that I know and love, and that's how I felt with those ones. But still, staying away from Terrifier just to, How much does super action stuff regularly cost? Well, any of the super action stuff videos I've made, the price is right there. But they're really reasonably priced. He usually does like $30 or something or less for a whole package with a ton of stuff. It's pretty good. And he's got a new thing coming soon, the Cosmic Convenience, which I can't wait to do that. Lucian says, "Are these going to be Thursday now? Did I miss something?" No, it's my plan is to just always do Fridays, but July is one of the busiest months for me, just in general, like personally. So Friday I'm going to be away, so I switched to today. Emily Stan says, "Yo, Sirdork, I'm late, but like you said, don't feel sorry." Cool, good. Don't be sorry. Chris Bometer said, "What old or new IP would you like to see made into any size figures? Give me a Captain Planet 1/6 scale figure, and you have all my money." That's kind of a cool idea. I mean, I don't really care too much about Captain Planet. I did used to watch, but I definitely want to see some good Shrek. I think NECA would be great for Shrek figures. I want Shrek figures. I want a Grinch. I want a Jim Carrey Grinch figure, and there's one other one that I always, for the longest time it was V for Vendetta, but now there are them. What else am I thinking of? Um, I don't know what else I'm thinking of. Yeah, those are the ones I'm thinking right now. But let's see here. A couple more questions, then I gotta head out soon. Gotta go see Superman soon. Apertoy says, "What are some of the channel growth stats that have surprised you so far?" Great question. Surprised me. Um, it's sometimes when a YouTube short really takes off, like a TikTok or something, that I'm like, wow, this is still going. I can't believe it. And that's usually what shorts, when I like a short or a reel, that kind of thing. That's what really brings in new people, and you see the subscriber count grow most of the time with that. Um, but I think it's the dinosaurs, because I just started doing the dinosaurs. I did 3 dino videos, and all of them have they just have taken off, and they've been super successful. I'm really grateful for that. So, thank you to all the dino lovers. I should have gotten more into it, you know. OJ says, could you do another Mandalorian fandom video again? Well, when the Mandalorian and Grogu comes out next year, yes, I will definitely be doing more Mando videos. Hopefully more. I'll probably do like a top 5 Mando video. This. Um, Charlotte Welsh says, "What's your favorite Superman fig?" On Sunday, when I do the top 10 Superman figure video, you'll see it in there. I don't want to spoil it. Don't want to spoil it. All right. Last couple questions. Let's see. Other than Galaxy's Edge from Apertoy, other than Galaxy's Edge, what other rides are you looking forward to? I don't even know. I don't know like anything about about um Disney. So I'm just gonna follow my mom wherever she wants to go. We'll go, and that's for sure. So I don't even. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. So yeah, sorry, really bad answer for that. Emily says, "What is your name, Jared?" Yes, that's my name. I am Jared. There you go. All right, Nat Boy, you were the last question. If you make your own Discord server, you can use it like a Dropbox file for files, and it doesn't decrease the quality of the same way Meta does. I've done it, and it's great. Interesting. I'm curious to see if they would still maintain all the data. It sounds like they probably would still maintain all the data that is in a like a Google Drive would. Um, that would make me make Instagram tell me that it's AI. You know. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for an absolutely wonderful stream. Uh, I just posted a Jurassic Park video earlier today, and on Sunday I'll be posting the next video, which is top 10 Superman. But immediately after this, I'm going to go see Superman. So if you're going to go see it, I hope you enjoy yourself. I can't wait to go see it, and I'll definitely share my thoughts on it in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to post like a review or anything like that, but um, yeah, have a great night. Thank you again, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks as always. Bye bye.